Does getting a great piece of carry-on have to come with sticker shock? Well, in this video, I'm going to be showing you a great piece of carry-on that comes from a well-known brand, and it doesn't come with any sticker shock. So stay tuned. So I'm going to be doing this review a little bit differently than I've done other videos in the past, because I have taken this bag out already and tested it for 2 whole weeks through all kinds of conditions. So without any further ado, let me introduce you to this bag. And yes, you've probably been wondering, who is the bag maker? And it's Bagsmart. And I have to tell you that this bag really impressed. And this is the bag after usage, that the bag is not the least bit scuffed. And that was the biggest surprise, because this bag is shiny, as you can clearly see. And I thought for sure it would have massive scuffs all over it. And it didn't. And it went through planes, trains, and automobiles, and it still looks great. And I'm looking at the bag, and the only place I can find any kind of mark is this little mark right here on the bottom. And I'm sure if I cleaned it off, it would go away. But I'm trying to show you exactly how I brought it home. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this bag and what impressed me about it. So let's go over the outside of the bag first, and then I'll get into the vital statistics. Now, the bag is a polycarbonate bag, and it's a high gloss bag. So if you're into a pretty looking bag, this is it. It comes in a multitude of colors. It has TSA locks here on the side, which you would expect. And the wheels are shock absorbing wheels. And I did find them to be very much shock absorbing, because there was some rough terrain I took these over. So here I am at Abbey Road Studios, and you can see me taking it across the sidewalks in London, and also the sidewalks in front of Paul McCartney's childhood home, and walking through the village in Portmeirion, Wales, towards my hotel room. They are also dual-wheeled, and they have a rubber finish on the bottom. So they will have very good traction, but I had no problem pulling it over carpeting either. Now, the bag is also an expandable bag, but I have to give you a caveat here. If you expand the bag, it might not make airline compliance for your airline. And you have to keep that in mind if you're considering expanding this bag. That being said, I did not expand the bag. I had no problems getting into British Air, and I've got plenty of stuff in the bag, as you will see later. It has a nice handle here on the top and also on the side, and it has a 3-position arm that goes up and down with ease, made out of aluminum. Now let's go over the bag's vital statistics, because I don't always trust what it says on the website. Now, this bag is, they say, a 20-inch bag, and in actuality it is a hair over. It's 20.5 inches. The depth of the bag is 9, and the width of the bag, including the handle, is just a smidge over 13. So this bag will make compliance for most airlines, but you might want to check your carrier if you're on an Asian or discount European airline, where the bag sizes do generally come smaller. Now let's go over the weight of the bag. Now, the weight of the bag is 7, which is a big difference from what it says on the Bagsmart site, which says that it comes in as 8.7. And I've now weighed the bag 3 times, because I couldn't believe that there was such a big variation. But the bag is actually lighter than what they have on the website, which is a good thing. And as I said before, the bag is expandable, and expanded, it gives you an additional 2 inches. So that would make this now an 11-inch bag, which is why I said I would be concerned if I was taking this bag on as carry-on expanded. You might have to check it, but it does give you that option, and if you want that option, it's there. It's just not the way I travel. Now, the zippers are not YKK zippers, so you should know that. That being said, I had 0 problems with them, and it even rained and nothing got wet on the inside of the bag. Now, the bag happens to come in 6 different colors. If a high gloss pink bag is not your thing, but it happened to have been my thing, so I bought it in that color. Also, another little fun thing about this bag is it came with these tags. It comes with a red tag and a green tag. Flips over to the other side, you can see that it has funny little sayings on it, which makes it easy to identify your bag if your bag gets gate checked, or if you had used this bag with the compression open and you had to check the bag. But now let's move on to the inside of the bag so you can see what you get on the inside of the bag. The getaway bag comes with both a compression side and a zippered side. The compression side is your basic compression. It goes the long way across. It has a pocket here for, scarves, hats, things like that you might be able to fold flat. And there's your basic poles here that you can pack stuff in between. On this side of the bag, it comes with 2 external pockets, and they're really useful pockets because they don't lay flat. They rather have a dimension to them, so you can actually put larger items in here and stuff them pretty well. And this one not only has that convenience of having it have room to stuff it with, but it's also a wet pocket. So if you're leaving with a wet bathing suit or you have dirty, smelly clothing or anything like that, you can put it in here. And on the inside, you get your basic clamshell opening. Now, I have to say that the fabric is a really nice, soft, not plasticky feeling fabric, which was a surprise for me. That's something I usually see with more expensive bags and not a bag at this price point. Because I have reviewed bags at this price point, and they do come with a nylon-y feeling fabric, but not this bag. And later on, when you see me unpack this bag, you'll see how much you could get into this bag with it being compressed. Never mind opening up the compression zipper. But now let me get on to the companion piece, which was the PAZ tote. Now this is the Bagsmart PAZ tote, and if it looks familiar to you, it's because I reviewed it in my 6 tote video. And I have to tell you, after reviewing it, I had one complaint about the bag, which was that it didn't have a trolley pass-through. And I let Bagsmart know this, that I said the bag is a great bag, and I'm going to go over the reasons why I love it, but it didn't have a trolley pass-through. And they listened to me. And they put on a trolley pass-through. So now it is the perfect traveling companion for the other pink bag. The outside of the bag is made out of ripstop nylon, and it is two-tone, as you can see here, and that's in all the varieties of colors that it comes in. And the bag's vital statistics come in as 17 in width by 12.5 in height by 6 in depth. So this bag, as a personal item, would be compliant for most airlines. And again, I always tell everyone to make sure to check with your airlines first. Let's go over the pockets for those of you who didn't see that video. You have a front pocket here with a key leash, which is handy. You have another pocket here in the front. In the back, there are no other pockets. There's just the trolley pass-through. And on both sides here are 2 more very spacious compartments that you could either use for a water bottle compartment or for more storage. I personally use them for more storage, and I found them very useful. And I like the fact that I can cinch it in so that it doesn't fall out, which is also very thoughtful because many times you put stuff in here and it's very easy to fall out because it's just a wide open space. Now, obviously, it does have shoulder straps if you want to use it that way. It has a really nice pull toggle here that makes it easy to open and close. And on the inside of the bag, which is where I think this bag shines, is multiple compartments. First of all, it does not have a dark inside, so you're not looking into the abyss when you're fishing around in the plane for something that you might need in this bag. On this side of the bag, you have a computer compartment, and it is lightly padded, and I put my computer in there. I had no problems. It has a pocket here on both sides, one on here and one over here for more storage. When you flip the bag around to the other side, you have a big pocket here and 2 more pockets here for more storage and organization. And I think when it came to organization, this bag really had it going on because it had, for me, the right amount of pockets. Now, maybe not for you, but I didn't feel like I was drowning in pockets, and yet I had good organization. So I think that this is a really good traveling companion piece if you're going with carry-on and just a personal item. So now I'm going to show you what I actually got in the bag. Now, I filmed it earlier because I was unpacking, and I wanted you to see what I actually got into the bag. And I'm kind of excited for you to see this. Now, if you have any questions about the Bagsmart Getaway Carry-On or the PAZ Tote, please drop them in the comment section down below. You'll also find the discount code there for both of these bags. Also, if you happen to have enjoyed this video or you found any value in it in any way, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below, because that tells YouTube that you want to have more of my content delivered to you. So I have not unpacked yet. So this is exactly how I traveled throughout the UK. And this is the Bagsmart getaway bag, the carry-on size, and the Paz tote that went along with the bag. I thought it was so cute. Everybody thought it was so cute. But I want to talk a little bit about the bag and my methodology for packing and why I did not expand the bag. So first of all, this is the bag exactly, and you'll see I did not open up the expansion. And that's because I like to be able to handle my own bag and get it into the overhead. And the only reason I would have opened that expansion is if I went crazy and I brought a ton of gifts back with me, which I did, and I still managed to get it into my bag. So that tells you something. Now, a little bit about what I wore on the plane. I wore this top that actually has a different set of bottoms that goes with it that I got from Amazon. That was a great little find. And I took another very comfortable pair of pants that I could wear on the trip and still look nice in them and be comfortable. And I also took my little bamboo hoodie with all the pockets, as you can see here, for the plane. And I wore this a ton on the trip. And I have to tell you, still one of the best things I ever found, because it just folds up so small and so little. I could get this anywhere I wanted to. But now I know you want to see what I put into the bag. So let's do that. So I'm going to start with the Paz tote, and I'm going to tell you that there's some items in this bag that are not part of my usual pack, but because I'm coming home from vacation, they're in the bag. So you'll see what I could get into this bag. So in the front compartment here, I have my phone and my 2 spare pairs of readers. I didn't use the key leash because my husband had the keys. And in this little front compartment over here, I have my new little blow-up seat cover, which, oh, can I tell you what a lifesaver? And my slippers for the plane. Anything else down in here? A little sewing kit and my rubber heels for when my feet get tired when they're walking. And that's it in that pocket. On the side pockets, I have my foot swing, which I use this time instead of my blow-up footrest. And I still have to say I like my blow-up footrest better, but this packed better for this trip. My Hoem, which is my selfie stick. And yes, I did tell you that I was traveling with stuff that I didn't leave with, and these are sweeteners that I picked up in the UK. On this side of the bag, I have mine and my husband's little packages that they give you on British Air. And the reason I take them home with me is not only are they full of goodies, but also I can use these for other trips for other purposes. And I like nice little bags like this. My sunglasses. And don't laugh, I travel with my own coffee. And yes, I like instant coffee. Now let's go on to the inside of the bag. Obviously, my liquids bag. Now this is Liquids Plus because I didn't want to pack anything more than this one bag. And it held everything that I needed for the trip. We even came home with shampoo because my husband and I split up the shampoo between us. And if you're traveling with someone, that is something you can do. And Alfie didn't come with us. He just decided to join us. And over here, you will notice my in-flight comfort bag. And that went underneath the toiletries. My crossbody bag. This one's the Tom Tuck one. I told you I rotate through my bags regularly. A baseball cap from one of the parties I went to. It was a rockin' party. Some medicine, some more medicine. And I have to tell you, I did not feature this in my video. This is a new medicine case I just started to use. It is the bomb if you're going away for a long time. On each way, they give you these bags. They take them both ways. So there you go. 2 more of those British Air bags. The computer plug and cube. Full disclosure, my husband took the rest of the tech because he has his tech and I have my tech and we could blend them together. On the side of the bag over here that has the zippered compartment, I have my makeup. And I have to tell you, this is a lot more makeup than I normally take with me, but because I was going to parties and I had to use more makeup, and it still fit in the bag. And here is my brush and my hair dryer. In this cube is my emergency outfit plus my underwear and my socks and my bra. And because it's a big long one, and this is also a Bagsmart bag, but not from the backpack. This is a different Bagsmart bag that I have. It held everything and I could compress it, which was great. On this side of the bag, an extra pair of earplugs in case PerrieGA didn't supply them, but they did. And of course, my light up mirror. And that's everything that was in this bag. And that's a ton of stuff if you're looking over here. And I got it all in this bag. I'm going to clear up everything over here now before I open this bag. And you'll see why you don't need anything more than this for 2 weeks and parties. So you can even go away on a cruise with this. So this is the getaway bag, fully packed to the brim and not expanded. And as I said before, the reason I don't expand these bags is because I have to lift this bag up on the plane. Now I want to talk a little bit about my strategy on how I lay out these bags. Now, I don't have anything in these 2 compartments. It just worked out that way on the return trip. I did have stuff in them before, but I didn't on the return. So on this side of the bag, I kept all my sweaters and other shirts that were longer and the shirts that would wrinkle and cotton shirts on this side, and also my rain jacket that I showed you in my Amazon Prime Day video. So we'll take that out. And in case you think I'm suffering for anything in here, I am not. Oh, 2 Prisoners t-shirts too. Oh, and an Abbey Road, because that wasn't in the original pack, but this goes to show how much you can stick into this bag. Over here I have, and I'm going to count them out with you so you can see that just packing the right items, you can still get a ton in here and you will not want for anything. So I have in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tops. Now, some of these crew necks were long sleeve and short sleeve, depending on the weather, but I still have 9 shirts in here. And in the bigger of the 2 packing cubes, my cardigan and 1 sweater, zoom all my sweaters so you can see, 2 sweaters, 3 sweaters, 4 sweaters, a long sleeve lightweight top, another long sleeve lightweight top, and another long sleeve lightweight top. So that was 8 items in this one bag. Now, over here I have my night shirt and pajamas. I bought both, okay? So I'm not wanting for fresh, clean pajamas. So let's talk a little bit about the methodology that I was talking about packing out in the bag and why you could use this bag to go away even on a cruise, never mind a 2-week vacation in Europe with a lot of parties. Okay, now on this side of the bag, you all saw me take out my sweaters, my tops, and even my raincoat. And that was all neatly kept here. Now on this side of the bag, you already saw me take out some of the goodies that I brought back and my pajamas. But this is the fundamental thing that I want you to take away from this video. So I have all my bottoms and pants on this side of the bag. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of pants here. And that's more than anybody needs. Never mind counting the pair of pants that I wore on the plane. On this side of the bag, and I'm going to show this to you so you can clearly see, there's plenty of room here. I have a dress, a topper for my jumpsuit, a top that goes with the skirt that I took with me also that I needed, and my jumpsuit that I wore to the party. I also have here in the bottom my shoes that I wore to the party and my other pair of dress shoes. And you might recognize these shoes because they were in another video where I showed you the 5-year shoes. And I wore this with my dress and with some other pairs of pants that these worked well with. And I love them. They packed up to really small. And that was everything here. Now I could have gotten other dresses on this side of the bag, but I didn't because I didn't need them. But if I was on a cruise, I might have thrown in another 2 dresses or maybe 3 dresses. And in actuality, when I went on my cruise, I only took 2 items with me for the evenings. So this would have sufficed. But if I wanted to have a little extra stuff, I still could have gotten it into this bag. Now, obviously, I brought stuff back, and that's what I stuffed into this side of the bag. But your usage could be different. I'm just showing you how I think about my bag and how I set it up. Now, I don't know how much more you could possibly need for 2 weeks because there is some clothing here I did not touch. And that's why I'm a firm believer in carry on only. And this bag could hold it all and still be easy to move throughout the airport, throughout Port Marion, which you can see here. The sidewalks were very kind of uneven and chopped up. And it was just a joy to take along with me. And at the price point that this bag is at, I just was super, super impressed with the wear and tear that it took and still did not get scuffed up. Now that was a ton of stuff I got into that bag, right? But if you would like to see a more upscale bag that my husband took on the trip, check out this video over here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.